Hello and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll recap another busy weekend for the Ferris State Bulldogs as we check in with Ferris State football, hockey, and women's tennis. We'll start first with Bulldog Football, and we're joined by assistant coach Steve Annese. Coach, welcome to the show.
Appreciate you having me.
Obviously, an exciting day this past Saturday. You took on Saginaw Valley State, Football Alumni Day, and a large crowd on hand for that contest.
Yeah, awesome crowd. It's a staff that we're really familiar with a lot of guys, that were formerly on our staff at Ferris State, and it's fun to see those guys. Fun to have an exciting weekend with everyone out and really celebrating some undefeated teams of the past and kind of continuing our undefeated run a little bit.
How challenging is that during the week, maybe, as you get ready for that game to face a staff that knows each other so well?
It's definitely difficult. They put together a good game plan. They had some ways to really slow down our offense, to put pressure on our defense. The more a team knows you, the more they know kind of your tendencies, and you have to almost stay a step ahead. It's almost a little chess match within the game.
As we go to some of the highlights, beautiful weather here for late in October, and you couldn't ask for much better weather conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been very fortunate all year. Great weather. It's been great crowds because of it, and we're really happy to have that.
Here early on in the contest, the defense gets to stop here on the opening drive, and it was kind of back and forth here, but a big play here to get out of the end zone when you're backed up at your own 1 yard line.
Yeah, our philosophy back there is to kind of get out quick, and Xavier Wade went and made a great play, great ball.
Drove down 94 yards, got stuck here, but Jackson Dieterle puts the first points on the board, and nice to see him continue, named the GLIAC Special Teams Player of the Week.
Yeah, he's been incredibly reliable for us over the years. Great kicker, great weapon to have down there.
Defense doing a nice job here. Saginaw came out, tried to run the ball, and they held the Cardinals to 30 yards rushing, or 70 yards rushing for the game.
Yeah, we've been really good as of late, holding teams down in the rushing department and really playing aggressively, and that's what we needed to do, and we came out and did it.
3-3 after Saginaw Valley got a long field goal, and then a big play here as J. Rue Campbell was able to find Deion Earls, who made a nice move back to the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a play that we kind of put in this week to try to attack their secondary. We thought we had some openings back there that we could exploit, and big play by J. Rue, big play by Deion.
Big day for J. Rue as well. 347 yards passing, counted for 4 touchdowns, named the GLIAC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, he's been kind of getting his bearings back week by week. He dealt with some injuries early in the season, but has really come back and played incredibly well the last couple of weeks, so we're happy to have that.
There, an interception from Alex Thomas, 2 on the day for the defense.
Yeah, both our corners played extremely well. Saginaw has some weapons on the perimeter that we were really worried about coming in the game, but Alex, Caesar, Sidney, all those guys played awesome.
Here, J. Rue gets the touchdown on the ground to extend the lead to 17-3. Played 3 different quarterbacks here in the first half. Nice to see Travis Russell back in the
Yeah, absolutely. And our carry split was pretty good out of those guys. I think J. Rue had 10, Evan had 10, and Travis, I think, had 6. We really kind of got them all going and really put on a show with the quarterback run a little bit.
Here, a big run from J. Rue as it extends the lead to 24-3 just before halftime, and nice to have that advantage going into the break.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big play for us. Really get ahead of them and kind of be able to come out in the second half and relax a little bit and just play ball.
You're able to drive all the way down, fumbled just at the goal line, and then they make a big play here to cut the lead to 24-10.
Yeah, kind of we were hoping to get a little bit of a call go our way there, but credit them, credit Gilliard. He's been there for a while, made a lot of good plays for them, and quarterback's been there a while, made a lot of big plays, and we were able to put on some pressure, but they'll make their plays throughout the season, and we just got to roll with the punches.
Here, a long 88-yard touchdown pass to Cy Barnett, who was able to outrun the defense here after he caught the ball.
Yeah, I think he had a great game, a big game for us. I think he's now the leading receiver in the conference. That's something that we're happy to have a playmaker like that, where we can just get him the ball and let him do some special things.
31-10 going into the fourth quarter, and again, the defense did their part, and the offense was able to run some time here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just trying to get some things going. Let those quarterbacks get some carries, let all of them get comfortable, and that's something that's necessary for us to build some depth and build some momentum heading into the tail end of our season.
34-10 the final as you move to 8-0 on the year, and now a long road trip ahead as you get ready to travel to Houghton, Michigan to take on the Huskies this weekend.
Yeah, that trip's always a challenging one, but we've been very fortunate. We've been up there, I think, 4 or 5 times, and we haven't lost a game up there since we've been at Ferris State, and so we always try to play well. We come out and we do the same things on our trip every single year. You know, our trip kind of runs the same, and we get that continuity going. And you know, we've played well because of it.
What will it take to beat Michigan Tech, a team that's certainly played well here this season, had a lot of close ball games?
Yeah, I think a ton of close ball games. I mean, to your point, they played Grand Valley really close, really all the way down to the last possession. They haven't really been blown out by anyone. You know, I think their biggest margin of loss is 9 points. So we got to play some mistake-free ball. I think they do a good job of mixing up looks and really capitalizing on other teams' mistakes. You know, they play super sound football, so we just got to go out and play really mistake-free ball and play within ourselves and, you know, make plays when we get opportunities to make plays.
Have a chance to go up there with a win. You win at least a share of the GLIAC championship. I know that's one of the #1 goals coming into the year each and every season.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a week by week basis to really win every single one. You know, the GLIAC. Every single year is, you know, a conference that's incredibly tough to win, and you have to go out and take care of business against every opponent. You know, whether that opponent has a winning record at the time, whether that opponent is, you know, your biggest rival. Every single team plays you tough, particularly when you're Ferris State and you have a little bit of a target on your back, the way that we've kind of established over the past few years. You know, we got to go out and play well, and, you know, hopefully secure that share, and then you know, get to come back home and be on Fox Sports the last week for that outright GLIAC championship.
That game against Grand Valley, November 9th, the Anchorbone Classic, and 2 games left here in the regular season. How important are these 2 games as you get ready to look maybe towards postseason play?
They're incredibly important. You know, we really need to build some momentum heading into the playoffs. I think all of our big playoff runs, we've really built momentum down the last few games of the regular season. You know, last year we really got to get some games where we played within ourselves and started to get going on offense, started to get going on defense, and really ramped up that intensity come the tail end of the season. And that's what we need to do again to make the kind of run that we want to make.
We mentioned this past weekend, Football Alumni Day. You had a large number of alums back. Former head coach Jeff Pierce here for the coin toss. Maybe talk about that support you've received from the alumni base and how important that is here for the team.
Yeah, our alumni is great. You know, it's they've been incredibly dedicated to every single week, coming out, supporting us week in and week out. And you know, Alumni Day is, you know, just an added thing for us to go out and really play well for everyone that's come before us. You know, in terms of you mentioned Jeff Pierce, you know, who was here when we came here. You know, was the head coach before, and you know, really go out. All those guys have had a great legacy here. You know, the teams that came before really left a legacy, and we just want to build on that and, you know, continue to really exemplify the great tradition that is Ferris State football.
Well, Coach, thanks for being with us here today. Congratulations, 8-0, and best of luck as you travel to Houghton, Michigan. Safe travels this weekend.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.